Hello and welcome back to Cemetery Mary. On the last episode, we convinced Twyla to come to the cemetery with us in order to test out our new powers on the victims of the butcher. Obviously, Twyla is hesitant, but I assume we're going to find out some more details. Anyway, that's all we can really cover, so may as well find out. Yeah, you dragged me out here for this. I'm trying to take this seriously, Mary. I don't have time for stupid stuff like this. I'm being serious. Please give me a chance. Fine. You have 30 minutes. So choose one of them. I'm waking you up when it's over. Okay. I can do that. Twyla wants me to choose one person to talk to. I guess I could always talk to the others when she's gone, but I need the person I choose to be enough to convince her I'm not just playing around. There's a boy and a girl here. I don't actually know the circumstances of their death, so I guess I have to just go with my gut instinct. Hard choice. Let's go with well, here's the thing. We know that the past two victims have been male. Theodore and Ed. But we don't know if both of them were the result of the butcher, do we? So, maybe I'm tempted to go with the girl because the past two have been boys, because I feel like if we go for the boy again, it'll be a fake out. So, girl, why not? I lay atop the grave and gently shut my eyes. It felt weird to be just doing it purposely this time, but I was prepared to make sure I woke up extra early today, so that I'd be able to fall asleep with no problem. It happened. Just like last time, I woke up in an unfamiliar place, but getting a closer look, the place seemed more familiar than I thought. I recognized this place. I looked up at the building before me. Its flowery awning didn't wave the wind like it usually does, but the glass door was propped open, as if inviting me in. I guess this was my destination. I cautiously took a step inside. This restaurant was completely empty, and things came to be covered in a fine layer of dust. I heard about this place being closed temporarily, but the way it looked now made it look as if it was abandoned for years. There's a girl here. She didn't seem to acknowledge me when I came in, but she was the only other person here. I approached her. Looks like you have been stabbed. As I got closer to the girl, I noticed her playing with her hair. And as she moved it away from her face, I could see that the horrible rash she was covered in. So it's a rash. The dizzy way she was standing made it seem like she was also exhausted. What happened to her? Who's there? Merlot? I'm sorry. I should have made myself known. You're Merlot, right? Merlot Colette? I don't know if that's a pun or something, but I can't understand it. Did I scare you? Not at all. I could sense you coming. You smell like pretty flowers and old friends. Do you have a lisp, or are you just speaking like a snake? Is this like a snake-related animal? Thank you. Though I can't say I know you. I don't think it's quite true. What do you mean? Anyways, I'm really sorry. I don't have a lot of time here. I don't know. I'll just read it twice. Sorry. I thought I pressed enter and just my brain. Okay. Could I ask you some questions about how you got here? Well, it's been a while since I've been here. What does that mean? I only got here when you did. I haven't been to this place since that awful date. Did you have a bad date here? Yeah, my day was nice. My meal, not so much. So, I have an allergy. Okay, so the murderer is going to people through food? So how does that feel? I don't know how to... Oh, wait. Hold on. How do I go back? Oh, never mind, it's history. I don't know how to say this, but without being rude. You got a rash in your face. I always break out in like this when I have nuts. I guess they accidentally put some on my food. I see. I'm really sorry. It's strange though. What I ordered wasn't even supposed to come with nuts of any kind. And I used my EpiPen too. So I don't just know what went wrong. So that you were definitely murdered by food, in the same way of you know. But it turns out not at all. I guess. I'm very sorry. Was there anything else? I was gonna say anyone else. I'm accusing people already. How so? Did you see anybody maybe suspicious? Not that I can think. But now that you mention it, there was another unusual flavor. It was really bitter. I tried to wash it down with some of my wine, but it didn't help at all. So the wine was the thing that killed you. The nuts was to distract you and disguise the cause of death, maybe. The more I tasted it, the awful the flavor. Guess it didn't mix well with the yeah. But I stomached it anyways. I figured it was just a vegetable that wasn't used to. Then it felt like it was burning, but maybe that was just the nuts. I see. Thank you for telling me. Can I maybe look at your food before I go and see what was in it? Sure, if you'd like. Not like I'll be eating it anymore. I bent down to inspect the food that had been scattered across the floor. It just looked like some salads to me, so that definitely shouldn't have been nuts in that. Tossing them over, I noticed that there could have been nuts, but I'm honestly not sure. I also looked at the spilled wine glass. Did I dare taste it? It was kind of gross. I'd been on the floor like that, and I don't even like alcohol, but it burned. Okay, Twyla's definitely cool. Guess this is cool. Yeah. I was woken by Twyla, who roughly shook me awake. That was already half an hour. Anyway. She was clearly running low on patience. Well, did you find anything? Or did you just waste my time? Oh, sorry, still drowsy. I'll snap out of it. Tell me what you learned. There was a girl there at the restaurant. One that's been close. The one that had been close for a little while. She had an allergic reaction to her food. Is that all? No, it wasn't just that. There was something in her food too. I thought it was red wine, but it burned as soon as I put it in my mouth. Do you think that's Oh, definitely. I knew for a fact it was. You did? I usually heard from an inside source that they had found traces of something else in the girl's food after claiming she died of an allergy. Really? I heard there was some incident there, but I never heard that. Of course you didn't, because they don't want you to know. But we do know, so do you believe us now? Do you? Well, who doesn't? I have to get going, Mary, but I have to say, I don't know how you did, but this ability of yours seems like it'll be useful to me. Sounds like you believe us. I'll get back to you later, alright? Twyla left to go to the meeting, leaving me standing there. I wasn't sure if I was going to be do it for the rest of the day, but I'm glad I was finally able to be of some use somehow. I actually felt pretty good leaving the cemetery. That is until I walked out the gates and saw him waiting for me. Craven? Hello, Craven. It's been a while. Oh, he's not happy about the fact that we're talking to Twyla. Huh? Who are we talking to in there? Oh, that's Twyla. She's my friend, I think. I know who Twyla is. Oh, really? I didn't know you knew her. You two don't really seem like the type to hang out together, but... This is who you've been hanging out with so much? Yeah, why? Twyla's a madman. Stay away from her. Huh? I don't want to get into it, but that girl's been is the reason that the devil hides. Oh, cool. I mean, if you think about it, that's why you want them as an ally, right? Anyway, don't hang out with her anymore. I mean, we're not really hanging out. We're actually trying to find out about. I don't care what you're doing. I want you to stay away from her. Wait, can you please? Well, you're clearly not listening to me. Aren't we supposed to be friends? I mean, you're still supposed to explain why. People will listen if you give them a reason to listen. Haven't we always known each other? And yet, you don't want to trust me on this? I know her better than you, Mars. So stay away from her. Oh, stay away from... Well, I'm staying away from you this playthrough. Groven angrily stormed off after that. I felt so conflicted. Groven never used to get mad at me like that. I know Groven doesn't like her there for whatever reason, but I know Twyla isn't a bad person. So she may do some devious things, but I know she's doing them for good reasons to solve a murder. But I mean, is the murder really to for the benefit of the people, or is it just for her own like flex to say I've solved a case that no one else could, even though technically we are the one helping her solve it because we are. I don't want to say psychic, but we definitely got some kind of power. She has to care about people, putting her life on the line to try and stop a potential killer. What do you mean, a potential? She may not be the nicest in personality, but she's good in heart, right? The rest of my day after that was uninteresting, but Groven didn't talk to me for the rest of the night when I got home. Maybe that was for the best. Besides, I could always rely on someone else to talk to at night. And then he stomped away. I see. I'm sorry you were faced with that. It's whatever, I guess. He's always been in a bad mood. He's always in a bad mood lately, so I tried not to take it too personally. Do not. I don't. I'm just wondering, but if you were in my shoes, do you think I should trust him on it? I can't answer that for you. They're your friends, not mine. How do you feel towards them? I want to believe Twyla's a good person. I want to believe Groven is trying to protect me. Groven is trying to... yeah. The boy I'm friends with. I know he's been going through a lot recently. I don't know what his problems he had with the girl, but I can understand why someone wouldn't like her. And I can see why he might not want me to hang out with her. I think I have to keep helping her, though. I promised I would, after all. And it's for a good reason. But I'll try to be more patient with him. And maybe try to ensure him that I trust his judgment, too. I think that's very fair of you. I hope everything works out between you and your friends. Thanks, I think. Good night, Mary. I think that's the most pleasant conversation we've had with the unknown number ever. I had a pretty decent sleep despite everything that was bugging me. Before I even got out of bed for the day, my phone started buzzing with text messages. It was Twyla. Mary, are you there? I need you for something. If I'm thinking correctly, you're able to help me with this very well. I'm not sure what I should do. I want to help Twyla, but Groven was mad yesterday to see me with her. If I don't help, she might be missing out on evidence because of me. But if I go with her and Groven finds us together again, it might result in him feeling even worse. I don't want him to be upset with me again. But I don't want Twyla to be upset with me either. What should I do? I'm going to have to go with Twyla. Anyway, I decided to respond to Twyla, telling her that I can make it. Good. I assume you're going to tell me to meet you by the cemetery again, so I'll see you there at 12. Don't be late. Knowing Twyla, she's probably there like half an hour early, just to scope things out. Not wanting to be late, but not wanting Groven to possibly ask where I was going, I quietly changed and slipped out the front door. I nervously waited for the bus, hoping I wouldn't see him until later tonight. I hopped off the bus and started making my way towards the cemetery. I was really hungry. I probably should have picked up something on back at the house, but guess I was too scared of the possibility of running into Groven there, and having to explain why I was going in such a hurry. Twyla and maybe at our destination, time and place, and I asked her where we were going today. The hardware store. Is that not a place we've already been? The hardware store? Didn't we already check out most of them? Yes, but someone I tried to talk to provided me... Someone I talked to actually provided me with some important information the other day. I heard that our main suspect visits this specific one at least once every 2 weeks. So if that's true, it seems like today will be the day he shows up. So are we just gonna wait there until he does? We might have to. But what if he doesn't? Are you doubting me? Well, if he doesn't, then something's odd. Something's out of his normal routine. Well, no, but good then. Let's go before we miss him. I headed back down to the hardware store with her, though I wasn't entirely sure what the plan was. Even if we do catch him buying something, is it really proof he's the culprit? I mean, it depends on what he buys, isn't it? Because then you would follow him to where he's going, see if he makes the combination of whatever bleach and stuff is being mixed together to poison people. We arrive at the hardware store. Except for a few employees here, it's pretty much empty. On Twyla's instructions, we waited for Reginald to stop in, but as long as we waited there, we didn't see him. We looked around at the general store several times, but still nothing. Though I lost Twyla a few times, so part of me wondered if she was trying to keep me busy. But that doesn't seem to make sense, because if she really wanted me to sneak around, then she wouldn't have invited me in the first place. So why did she invite me? I feel like it's in case anything happens. I know Twyla could possibly defend herself, but I imagine it's easier to defend Mary, because then the attention isn't on you and you can sneak up on the attacker, right? I was considering asking Twyla if we should leave. I had Reginald's phone number. I had considered asking Twyla if I should text him, but that would be suspicious if I did, wouldn't it? Hey, you're going to get a hardware store today? Why? Oh, no reason. How did I know? Ah, I didn't. Yeah, that'd possibly be way too suspicious. Then you should ask him, do you want to hang out? If he says, sure, maybe you'd say, no, I'm a bit busy. He says, oh, I can help you with the thing that you're busy with. You know, you gotta play by ear. You gotta adapt to the conversation as it goes. Yeah, it'd probably be way too suspicious. And I would probably wouldn't want to ruin Twyla's plan or anything, whatever it may be. We sat near the front of the store, waiting for anybody to step in. We were quiet as Twyla was busy texting somebody. I don't know who, but I guess it was important that as she responded to them for a long time. And she kind of ignored me as she continued to text him. The sounds of her fingers against the screen was rapid, so it had to be important somehow. So I just let her text, trying to think of something that we could do until he got here. But if he ever even got here, I considered getting up and making my way around the hardware store when... Out of one aisle, Reginald walked by, pushing a cart in front of him. But how? When? We never saw him enter the store, and or saw him in the entire time we were walking around. Could he have been here and we just missed him? I would imagine so, but there's also the fact that isn't there an employee's entrance usually? If he snuck in that way. But his cart was more than a few. But his cart had more than a few items in it, so he'd have been here at least a while looking for it. All right. However it happened, we finally managed to spot him, and he spotted us as well. He gave us a smile and a wave, and he walked past us to the checkout counter. He raised a finger at us to gesture that, as if to say, "Just 1 minute." As all the stuff got packed into plastic bags, I turned to Twyla and gauged her reaction, but I couldn't read anything past her usual poker face. She was just staring intently at him as if analysing him, more like looking at the items, right? I wish I knew what she was thinking. Then she began to walk away from me. I didn't understand why, and almost followed her until I noticed Reginald walking towards me, wearing a smile on his face and bags in his hand. Hello, Mary. Didn't expect you to see. Didn't expect to see anyone like. I didn't expect to see someone like you here. Also, this angle kind of reminds me of the CG in Danganronpa V3, Rantaro, Kaede, and Samugi. She's just, because Twyla's just intently staring at Reginald. Anyway, out again with Twyla today. Oh yeah, we were just here building a birdhouse. That feels like that would be the most, believable story. If Mary's like, oh no, we'll build a birdhouse for the cemetery. Because I don't see why either of us would need tools. And antifreeze is literally a bad thing, because that would give them away that we're, yeah. A few actually. Thought it'd be nice for the birds and all. Birdhouses, really. Even though the birds will be migrating soon. Well, yeah, but that's just to give us time to build even more. And we can paint them all cute too. Well, you've got me there. In that case, I'm excited to see what you make. So what brings you here today? Well, I mean, nothing important. Just picking up some stuff I need for the apartment, that's all. Even with how much rent I pay, I still have to take care of everything myself. Why don't you ask? Oh, really? What's wrong? Do you need any help? Oh, sorry, that sounds troublesome. Why are you apologizing? It isn't your fault. Well, yes, but still. Well, I ought to be going now, I suppose. My errands aren't going to take care of themselves. But say next time you come here, reach out to me, won't you? I'd love to tag along, and I think I could be able to help you a bit too. I'll remember that. Cool. After that, Reginald left for the door, and we're having a goodbye. Twyla walked back over to me, after having watching from the sidelines the whole time. Now it just looks like a Pokemon battle. What was the fun of that? You didn't even talk to him, and he walked right to the door. Did you see what he bought just now? Oh no, should I have? With his purchases, I saw him buy antifreeze. Not with the kind of a gallon we were looking for, but he did buy it. On top of that, he bought rat poison, insecticide, and rope. I mean, alright, in this context, fair enough. We know there's a killer walking around. But rat poison and insecticide, wouldn't strike me as odd, because obviously, you just think, he's got a rat problem. Oh, he's got a bug problem. Rope might be a harder sell, but I can't think of anything to defend it with. Well, that stuff doesn't inherently mean he's using it for anything bad. Are you going to report that, though? No. You're going to pursue him. Before he gets far enough, I want you to go out there and ask him to help him. See? Twyla had the right idea. Offer help, because then you can go to his house and learn more. Isn't he our main suspect? Don't you think he's dangerous? And you want me to go with him? For whatever bizarre reason, he seems to have a liking to you, right? Well, what if that's the way he's picking his victims? So you possibly get a lot out of him. Twyla, I don't know about this. Why not? You're the one who said he's not inherently doing bad things anyway, right? So you should have no reason to be scared. Besides, I have to take care of something else anyway. But I'll have my phone on me the whole time, so hurry. Get out there and catch up to him. And text me any updates. If things start going really badly, you can just call out for help. I should have known. Know what? That you'd rather chicken out and let more people die. Should I even be surprised, though? Of course you would want that to happen. They can fill up the precious cemeteries you love so much. That's cool, Twyla. It's clearly manipulation. It's working on Mary. But, we see what it is. We see you for what you're doing and this for what it is. Maybe that's why you keep hindering my process. How are we hindering to add your sick collection? Even though I didn't say anything, I think Twyla could tell I was going after Reginald like she wanted me to. To my surprise, he actually wasn't that far down the street. I was surprised to see him on the street at all, actually. I guess he was taking the bus like I do. Or maybe his car was just parked far. Whatever reason. It worked out well for me as I was able to skip up to him pretty quickly. You were skipping? There's no... Well... No thoughts at all on what Twyla was saying? Mary? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess. Cool. I'm sorry, is everything alright? Well, you see, back in there, Twyla mentioned to me that you were buying rat poison, yeah. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but my partner's having a bit of a rat problem lately. My landlady won't do anything about it, so it's up to me, I suppose. She doesn't even answer the door anymore, can you believe that? Is it because she's dead? Just asking out of the generosity of my heart, Reginald. Maybe she has had an accident inside the building and needs assistance. And the smell of a corpse is bringing in the rats. So I guess I ought to take care of it before my neighbors start having rodent problems too. Well, I don't think you should kill them. They probably just didn't have anywhere to go, so it's not fair on them. I'm sorry, but I don't really think there's much I can do at this point. Well, I'm actually pretty good with animals, especially small ones. Is that so? Yeah, so maybe I can come over, and I'll try and help you with them. So you won't have to kill them. I don't know. Appreciate your concern, but are you sure it's something you want to do? Yeah, absolutely. Well, all right. If it means that much to you. When would you like to come over? Oh, I was thinking right now. Oh, that's so last minute. You're not even giving me a time to straighten things out. Couldn't possibly have you over right now. Why? Are you untidy? Is your entire apartment a mess? Yeah. I just die from embarrassment. Would we die from anything? Oh, you might die from fright. Okay. Please, the problem will be over sooner if you let me come out. Come on over. I'm just gonna gloss over that. Well, look, alright. You drive a hard bargain. My car is just around the corner. The drive should. Why did you park around the corner? Does the shop store not have a car park / parking lot? Good. Hopefully we can help. It's a little bit cool. Like Reginald said, we got out of the car around the corner, but once I was back inside, I messaged Twyla. I'm in his car, we're heading to the apartment. Perfect. Make sure to snoop around while you're there. I don't know, I just said I was going to help with the rat problem. So, even more of an excuse to snooping around a little. You have to look for that rat, right? I guess so. Text me when you're out there. Make sure you talk to him on the ride over. If you spend all your time texting me, he'll think you're up to something. Right. I put my phone down and took a deep breath. Everything about this felt uncomfortable, because you're inside the car of a potential killer. Going to Reginald's just to spy through his things. It's not right. So unladylike. But if he really is dangerous, maybe that makes things okay. Are you saying the ends justify the means? But if he isn't, then I guess if he is dangerous, then I have to be extra careful. I don't know what he could do. I mean, I don't know him that well, but yet you're offering to fix his rat problem. And here I am, heading to his house. I'll just be on my toes. So, have you worked with rodents before? Kind of. Kinda. I know a lot of people who are scared by them, but they don't bother me any. Reynolds and I spoke as he drove. I actually had a tarantula when I was younger. Didn't know that, didn't expect that. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's an unconventional pet, I guess. Fascinating. I've never been much of an animal person myself. But who knows? Aren't we all based off animals? We have Croven, we have Twyla who looks like an owl, we have Mary who's like a manta ray. Who I don't know what Reginald is. Uh, Theodore has a goat horn. Is I think Zapara's supposed to be part cat or something. Maybe we could change that if I get a pet. Unfortunately, my apartment doesn't allow them. What if you kept the rats as a pet, but then you just didn't? You didn't treat it like it was a pet. You treated it like it was a rat problem, but it was still a pet. Shame too. A cat would be most handy in this situation. I suppose so. I guess I'll be your cat stand-in. I mean, you've got the hair. Looks like you've got the ears for it. It seems so. How do you plan to catch it, if I may ask? Uh, I would say I don't know. I'll have to see the situation first. But I'll have to leave that for the next episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed. And hopefully I can see you in the next one. With that, goodbye.